Hey there, church. Strider and I are on our evening walk. I just finished a group that I take part in with a couple of other pastors and an elder in the presbytery. And we've discussed a number of things across the pandemic. A lot of it has been what kind of church is God creating in today's world, which is a really big question because there are all kinds of churches and all kinds of places and so many gifts of the Spirit being poured out. But common to any work that God does is that God is making the church to embody more and more the Spirit of Jesus for today's world. And right now this group is watching and discussing kind of episode by episode some streaming series that some of you may have taken in. It's called The Chosen, and I'm pretty slow to the game on this. Some in the church put me onto this a few years ago actually, and it's been a while, and I'm finally getting around to it, and it's really pretty captivating, and I recommend it. It's imaginative, it's based on scripture, some artistic imagination put into it, but really it does imagine what was it like to be among the first people to encounter Jesus. What was his way in the world like? And something that I'm discovering in the storytelling process here is that the people who encountered Jesus in this series, Peter and Andrew and James and John and folks like that, Jesus sees in them more than they see in themselves, and Jesus sees a future for them in him that is so much bigger than what they can see for themselves. And that's really where we are as the church right now. We are invested in our vision, loving God, sharing relationships, serving others from the heart of Christ. But the way God sees that vision unfolding for us is surely bigger and more expansive than the way we can see it for ourselves. And so that's why we're on this journey of promise, asking, who have we been? Who are we now? And in phase 3, we're getting into who is God calling us to be. So we are going to hold an after worship potluck on May 21st and engage this question: who is God calling us to be? We'll do it in some ways that are fun and that engage the imagination and the senses, and of course it's a potluck. It will engage our taste buds and our tummies and how we love to share a meal together and just hang out together as the church. So this is really, really important to our life right now. I would ask you to mark this on your calendar. May 21st, our Journey of Promise Phase 3 potluck. It will be after worship for about an hour and a half or so, maybe 2 hours. Part of it just enjoying a meal together, but also part of it engaging this question: who is God calling us to be as CPC? Which will surely involve all of the deep, wonderful ways that God has made us to be a community of a unique and special character, building on those and keeping those, but also being open to how God is leading the church to be people of Jesus according to what that really looks like in today's world. So let's continue on this journey of promise, investing in the future God is giving us. God is in it, and it will be full of all kinds of wonderful possibilities. Peace to you, church.